So let's talk about all the interesting things in the month of February. February 10th was the Chinese New Year, and according to them, it's the year of the dragon. Also, an article on February 9th. Today's super new moon will trigger Year of the Dragon and a super new moon eclipse in just 59 days. Lunar New Year, Luna, moon. That happens to be one of the names of the fertility goddess. You see, moon. It's the year of the moon goddess. Another name she goes by is Mary or Lourdes. And this is an article that I came upon today. Now I'm also going to explain the switching of the two dragons from the red to the white. Also, February 14th starts Lent. That's not in the scriptures, by the way. In Gematria, Lent. Aliens, Rome, Archangel, Fallen Angel. Open AI, Colombia. Colombia is just another name for the fertility goddess. The District of Columbia. Washington, D.C., the beast, Obama. City of London, the red dragon, King Charles. And if he passes, his son will take over. Vatican City, the false prophet. Another thing that started, Rio Carnaval. You guys remember last year's very satanic carnival, right? This gives off very much Sodom and Gomorrah vibes. And let's not forget Super Bowl Sunday. Sunday for the sun god. You guys do know that all sports are bred in circuses, right? Just like religion is meant to cause division. You see, that's why it's in the pyramid. You ever notice what happens during sports events? People place bets and they lose money. And because the fans get so passionate about their teams, people have even lost their lives in certain riots when it comes to these games, especially soccer. It's interesting, the three pillars right there. It reminds me of their unholy trinity. So you see Super Bowl. You notice how there is football, basketball, baseball. Ball and bowl sounds very similar to ball. These are rituals, especially the performances. I'm going to play for you a small clip of this video that I came across on YouTube yesterday. To watch the rest of it, you could go to his page. In it, he shows this coin. You see the dragon? You see King Charles? I can't pronounce what it's saying, so I'm not going to even try. But I can tell you what it means. The first word means directs. Dios means God, so their God directs them. Their God being the dragon. This is the third word. You see what I have highlighted? First of all, the meaning of this word is the stepping, going, step, course, way. And it has one less S for their god Isu, the Celtic Jewish sun god. They also died on a cross and was born on December 25th. And he was stabbed and hung his victims from trees. And the real Yahushua HaMashiach was hung on a tree, just like he did to his victims. They nailed him to a tree, he hung from the tree. So the last word means meals, mine, or belonging to me. And that's their crest, that's their flag, the red dragon. They belong to the dragon. Israel broke covenant, and he raised up a nation to judge us. And that's who they are, the tribe of Dan, the judgment, the judge. The red dragon of Wales. Another thing in February is the pagan holiday, Valentine's Day, right? The holiday to celebrate fertility. So Mountain Dew has a commercial, I believe it's going to be released for Super Bowl. I found it interesting that throughout the commercial, she keeps on saying blast. I hope nothing comes from it. In it, there's a spaceship and the dragons, the switching of the dragons from the red dragon to the white dragon. So there goes the man riding the red dragon. That was the God they gave us, the Isus hanging on a cross. Now they're going to give us the white dragon for the fertility goddess. So we're going from the cross to the X. So the Kabbalah tree. One side represents the female. You see the bottom, the moon goddess, all the names that she goes by. Because Lucifer is androgynous, and so are the angels. So the opposite side is his counterpart, the male energy. So going up the middle, meaning the mixing of the two. As you can see, the double X for the female chromosomes. I made a video on YouTube. You can find it under Heavenly Light 2. The divine order of the Creator is being flipped upside down. So you see the checker floor, black and white. One represents the male, one the female. One is white, one is black. Once you mix these two together, you get what? Gray. Interesting because there happens to be a white pope, a black pope, and a gray pope. So we went back to Egypt on ships, right? These are the gods they serve. You see how she's the one supporting the male, right? In ancient Egyptian times, women were seen and honored as greater and holier than a man. The woman is the mother of all, giving life and teaching. So you could pause and read the whole thing. So this is what they're trying to do. They're switching the head. So instead of the man being the head of the woman will be the head of the man. And how did that work out for Eve? So Save the Earth, COP28, is Gaia, another name for the fertility goddess again. Why is Earth called Gaia? Named after the ancient Greek goddess of the earth. This is the god that they're going to give the world. COP28. You see the logo? You see the goddess right there, the sun above her head? Lunar New Year. So this is the Queen of Heaven, and one of the names that she goes by is Tammuz. And she is Mary for the Roman Catholic Church. All the same one. Like I covered in past teaching, there are two women in the heavens. I saw that woman was drunk with the blood of saints. That is her, the Queen of Heaven. The great dragon was hurled down, that ancient serpent called the devil or Satan, who leads the whole world astray. He was hurled to the earth and his angels with him. So remember that he's androgynous. And the book of Revelation, like I said before, gets repeated again. There goes Tammuz. And who is Tammuz? The Queen of Heaven. She is called the great serpent dragon, the mother goddess. This is the one, the white dragon that's coming. The second one is wisdom. She's the one that's in the heaven with the 12 stars on her head. Each star represents a tribe of Israel. They're not the same one. Back to the two dragons, the red and the white dragon, because the dragons are being switched right now. The dragon that comes out of the sea, okay, gave his power and authority to the Roman Catholic Church to spread Christendom throughout the world. And that's what they did. That was the red dragon. They gave us Jesus or Jesus hanging on a cross, that one. Now the dragons are being switched to the fertility goddess. The one comes from the waters and the other one gets tossed from heaven. The Queen of Heaven is coming down to earth. Double chromosomes means female. To watch this full video, you could go to YouTube. It's under End Times Production.
Evidence that this deity was connected with serpent worship. It is true that this connection is to be regarded as prehistoric and one which was forgotten in the age when our sources begin. For not only is Tammuz called the great serpent dragon, but the same title is more than once applied to the mother goddess herself. The title in Sumerian is God, a name which is regarded by the theologians apparently as the most important of all the titles of Tammuz. The name should mean the great serpent of heaven. End quote. The great serpent of heaven. Where have we heard that before? Revelation chapter 12, verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
Up. Do our eyes deceive us? I guess if you have a conspiracy mind, it makes sense, right? Yeah. We know the symbols, and they still throw it in our faces. Makes sense though, right? The halftime show is one of the most viewed events every single year. What a time to harvest the energy from the masses, right? I know, you'll call me crazy, then still deny the symbolism. That's Madonna's halftime show. She pops her top and we see what her costume really is. Understand that sports in general are used to specifically preoccupy our minds with stuff that doesn't even matter. So you think basketball is safe from this? This is the Staples Center, aka the Lakers Arena. You guys catching what that looks like? Because it looks a lot like a reptilian eye to me. Yeah, you call it a coincidence until you see one of the biggest stars in basketball throwing up the same exact symbols. Oh, and what are those? What does that mean? If you know, you know. And I know you know. They don't hold rituals here. It's all just crazy speculation, right?
Catholic sports. This is from Crooks, talking about the Catholic Pulse. It's a very good source. Catholic sports is not just about wins, but it's for the common good. So sport is for the common good. Okay, what does that mean? Practically speaking, this approach led to the development of religious culture in medieval Europe, in which games and sport were engaged in on feast days and Sundays, and their incorporation in the schools of the humanists and early Jesuits during the Renaissance. Right? So this mode of thinking today is carried forward in the world by whom? Tell me the school system or the university system that is not involved in sports. And this sport becomes part of the common good. If you look at all the great sports teams, well, most of them are owned by Knights of Malta. They're all Catholic owned. And if you look at the World Cup and all of those issues, well, they are founded on Roman Catholic principles. It was Jules Rimet, the Frenchman, who gave his name to the statuette that Bobby Moore rather shyly held aloft as he was carried in his teammates' shoulders in Wembley's sunshine all those years ago. So this is the World Cup. It is a Roman Catholic invention.
Now, and wow, what are you guys thinking? What's on your mind?
So, is it true that they have minted a coin with King Charles on it
That's
shows
right,
him
yeah.
riding a dragon?
Yeah, now I
That's
actually
true.
did a video about that some time ago because that goes all the way back to when he was crowned as a prince, and they made the dragon at that time. It was when he was crowned as a prince. The dragon was is on his crest, his princely crest there, and so it's very associated with Wales, where he was the Prince of Wales. And so let's take a look here and see if we can see that coin. Let's there it is. He rides the dragon, ladies and gentlemen. So he is the Black Prince, by the way. We've gone over this in great detail. Some of these things were broken first here on this channel that others are famously reporting on, but the Lord revealed here. So I hope you'll go back and check out some of those original videos that we do have on here that will kind of show you some of these things about the dragon. But there he is, riding the dragon. Wow. Okay. So, and we know of the Black Prince, it says, I serve Ich dien, and then it has the dragon. So it's like, I serve the dragon. And
Super Bowl commercial for, I think the sponsor is Mountain Dew. And there's a actress riding a dragon. And the final
you're right.
thing says, 2/11/24, it's going to be a blast.
It's going to be a
for Mountain
blast
Dew
commercial. That's right. Okay. Yeah, I did see that as well. Mountain Dew. And I want to thank all those who sent me things over the week and weeks who please continue to send them away. We have a whole page devoted to Sunday Night Live here. You can post things there. Okay, so she's riding the dragon here with her Mountain Dew, saying it's going to be a blast. And this is a Super Bowl commercial. So there's a whole video of Super Bowl commercials you can check out there that shows you the commercials in advance, which is kind of interesting that they even do that. 99. Oh, it even just says 999 silver proof coin. So they just have it there. Man, this guy's infamous for his 666s. As we know, King Chuckster the Third. When you put those three letters actually look like six. The letter 6 or the number 6 from Hebrew. So that is also 666, his actual name. So Rio Carnival has begun today as well, and they're infamous for their Satanism. I think it was last year that they were portraying Jesus actually being whipped as they were going through the parade. He was going through the parade. They were whipping him and abusing him, and so there's been a lot of Satanism associated with that parade.
And Rio.
Yeah.
celebration of Brazilian culture, and it's a dragon.
Okay.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it in the chat.
Okay. I can put it up here. That
This,
sounds intriguing.
Talking about Carnival, this relates to the Catholic Church. The Vatican was made an independent state on February 11th by Mussolini, and the Pope got his sovereignty on that day.
Which day?
February 11th.
February 11th, the Pope got his sovereignty?
Yeah.
Wow.
Over the Vatican. Vatican City was made
Wow.
an independent state.
On February 11th. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to look here in a second. Some other February 11th stuff.
1929.
Super duper. Any thoughts on the Super Bowl? Yeah, go ahead. Any comments on anything so far? Go ahead.
Well, Tandra just sent me a picture of what she saw. I'm going to see if I can share it with you. In the bakery.
Oh, and let me grab that link you share with me. Did you share a link with me over here too?
Yeah, it was about Carnival.
Okay, I'll put that up too while you're talking. Go ahead.
I don't know if I can get this to copy, but I'll try.
Let's see if I can get this to come up.
So this is fascinating. She said she saw these in the bakery today. Let me get it to you.
Okay. And while you're doing that, let me do this. Back this off a little bit. You guys can see this. So it says, get ready for it. Now, why did you share this Carnival with me? You had something specific you want to share? Oh, the dragons?
It was just the dragons.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
just
cool.
thought that was fascinating.
All right, the dragons. Okay, so the dragons are in Carnival. And it's the red and green dragon again. Let's take a look at this picture a little better. So there's your dragons. So they got the dragons, they got the devil, they're whipping Jesus. I mean, they're doing all kinds of horrible things. It's like they're just literally doing satanic rituals right in front of you.